Sports Today family members. Sorry for the bad throat that I have got at this point in time, but I'm just recovering from illness at this particular stage. So, looking at the Indian T20 squad, there are two very important series that's going to happen just before the Champions Trophy. One is the India versus England T20I squad, the ODI squad, and the Champions Trophy squad. Now, today is the day when you're going to see most of the squads being picked. Or is there a twist in the tail? Because according to reports in CricBuzz, you're going to see that maybe there might be a delay in the announcement of the squad for the Champions Trophy. Not so much the India-England series, but there might be a delay in the Champions Trophy squad announcement. 12th is the deadline, but many reports are stating that 18th or 19th, that could be the day when the Indian team announces the squad for the Champions Trophy. Now, Sports Today has spoken to certain BCCI sources and some ICC sources. ICC sources are willing to accommodate the fact that, okay, even if it's a delay, you're okay with it. But BCCI sources have said that there is no delay in the meeting. Post lunch, you are going to see the meeting take place. Mostly by the evening, you will see the squad being announced. Now, remember the meeting has been picked for three things. Picking the T20I squad versus England, picking the ODI squad versus England, and the Champions Trophy squad that's going to take place. So, looking at how the current situation is, mostly you will see all the squads today. Most likely you will see all the squads that will happen today. But there are conflicting reports at this stage stating that no, perhaps you will see only the T20I squad announcement. The CT squad announcement might happen around the 18th or the 19th at this particular point in time. We will all come to know by today evening. Post lunch, you will see the team meeting take place. And then after that, you will see potentially the squad somewhere around 6:30 to 9. In that period, 2.5 hour period, you will see all the squads come in. So, India's T20I squad for the fight series versus England, 3 ODI series versus England, and the CT squad. These are the three things which will be picked today, hopefully. Hopefully, all the three squads come today, but there are conflicting reports stating that maybe the CT squad might be announced somewhere around 18th or the 19th of January. But if that is not the case, today you will see it. Now, there is a very interesting situation regarding KL Rahul. KL Rahul has been apparently told that he will be playing the ODIs versus England. Maybe he wanted rest, but he's not getting rest. He opted out of Karnataka's Vijay Hazare knockout games that is taking place. So that's why KL Rahul might be told to play the England ODIs. That is a clear-cut indication that he will be there in the CT squad as well. Now, what are the surprises that might be in store? Potentially nil. I don't think there'll be any major surprises. The major thing is on Shami and Bumrah. Is Shami fit? Most likely he is getting the fitness certificate from the NCA stating that yes, he's fit. But what about Bumrah? Bumrah is not fit at this point in time, and the NCA as well as the doctors, everybody are very, very secretive about Bumrah's injury. So whether that will happen today, that we don't know. It depends on the squad. Shami Bumrah most likely might be picked in the CT squad subject to fitness. Perhaps that is the thing that we are looking at this particular point in time. So big developments around the CT squad that is there at this point in time. So lots to ponder about. Maybe after lunch, you will see that this is going to happen. And you're going to see a lot of discussions around that. What we will do is we will do a quick breaking when that happens, and then we'll be doing a proper dugout as to what happens, irrespective of the time that it takes place. So, post lunch, you are going to see is a big issue. Post lunch, you are going to see the meeting, and then you're going to see the squad being picked. Now, again, I'm saying you may not see major surprises. Kohli and Rohit will be there in the ODIs because in white ball cricket, they have done very well. It's not as if they haven't done well. They have done very well in white ball cricket, and that's why you're going to see them play. On top of that, KL Rahul could be picked. What about Shreyas Iyer? Is he going to be picked on the back of a good Vijay Hazare trophy? That we do not know. Will Bumrah be fit? That is the question everybody has on their minds. Will Bumrah be fit for the Champions Trophy? Because remember, if the BCCI and the NCA have been very secretive about it, it's not good news. It's really not good news at this point in time. So you're going to see the Champions Trophy that is going to happen. You're going to see the squad of the India versus England T20Is, India versus England ODI series, India were the Champions Trophy squad. Now the T20Is will begin from 22nd, 25th, 28th, 31st, and the 2nd. Then 6th, 9th, and 12th. These are the 3 dates that you've got for the T20Is. And it'll be for the ODIs and be very, very interesting to see what happens at this stage. So plenty of talking points over the weekend. Could happen today, the CT squad announcement, or it could happen tomorrow, or max to max 18th or 19th. But sources have told Sports Today that it will happen today. There is no delay in the meeting. There is no such delay in the announcement. Hopefully, we get all the squads today. KL Rahul has been told to play the ODI, so that's why he might play the ODI series that is there. So India versus England, the ODI series, that will be very important as a build-up to the Champions Trophy. Let's see how that pans out. Now, as far as other sport is concerned, at close to afternoon, you're going to see Satvik Sairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty play in the Malaysia Open semi-final. They will be desperate for a title after the disappointments of the Paris Masters. In the WTT star contender that is happening in Doha, India's challenge is over with Shrija Kula losing. But yes, Manu Shah and Manav Thakkar, they have reached the semi-finals. First time they reached a WTT star contender semi-final. That's big news in the world of Indian sports otherwise. So Satvik Sairaj, Rankireddy and Chirag Shetty will be playing today at this point in time. Mayank Yadav, now as far as other cricketing news is concerned, Mayank Yadav, he is not going to be picked in the England series because he's still nursing a back injury. And it draws into question as to whether he can be fit in the long term as well. Now, so that is the latest update we are giving you on the Champions Trophy. Champions Trophy squad likely by today or tomorrow or at max by 18-19. Sources have told Sports Today it will happen today. The squads will be picked today. Then at this point in time, India versus England T20Is, India versus England ODIs. That is going to be very, very crucial. Like who gets picked? Shami, Bumrah, the fitness conundrum. Shami most likely fit, Bumrah most likely in a very 50-50 kind of a situation. Virat, Rohit are going to play. Let's make no mistake about it. Is there a twist in the tail? Rishabh Jha saying, no Rishabh, I don't think that there's a twist in the tail. But it all boils down to how Bumrah's fitness is. Middle may twist hai, that's what he's saying. Rishabh Jha, I don't think Bumrah is going to play the Champions Trophy. Even if they clear his fitness, still I think he will not be bowling with full potential. That's the only thing that is plaguing all of us. That's the one worry that we have got. Is Bumrah going to be fit for the Champions Trophy? Because if he isn't, then India have been dealt a body blow. And that's why it's going to be very important. Update on Sanju Samson for ODIs. See, Sanju is a certainty in the T20Is. But in the ODIs, he's already fighting for a spot with Rishabh Pant and KL Rahul. Can he be picked? He might be in the squad. I think Sanju will be picked in the squad. But as far as T20I, as far as the Champions Trophy is concerned, big conundrums. Maybe he might be picked in the squad. I think that is the only way I look at it. Maybe he will be playing in the Champions Trophy, but in the squad. Playing 11, I don't know. I really don't know in the playing 11 how that pans out. So GGK is saying Sanju is better than Pant. Well, in the past 1 year, at least in the white ball circuit, he's shown that yes, he's better than Rishabh Pant. In the T20Is versus South Africa, he had 2 consecutive centuries. Plus, even in ODIs, he's got an average of 57. How do you ignore all that? So, Sanju Samson, I hope the luck goes for him. He gets picked in the ODI squad as well. So, T20I squad, ODI squad, and the CT squad. Is Rahul rested for England ODIs? GGK, no. As far as reports are stating, perhaps he's not been rested. He did back out of the Vijay Hazare knockouts. He's not going to play that. But maybe he's been told. There is a report in the Times of India which says that the selectors have said no rest for KL Rahul. He will play the ODIs. Now, any chances Bhuvaneshwar or some other good bowlers would be picked? Bumrah is not fit. Darshan PDZ. Selectors will look at other options. Bhuvaneshwar, I think the ship sailed on Bhuvaneshwar. Yeah. After 2022, the ship sailed. I don't think you're going to see anybody else in that particular conundrum. So let's see. If Bumrah is not fit, maybe there are other options. Priyanshu, Bumrah seems tricky. Otherwise, they would have told he's fit. Exactly. I don't think the secrecy with which the BCCI has gone about, I don't think it's good enough. So when will Rituraj get chance? Good question. He's way behind in the queue. Let's see how that happens. Abhi Singh sir, Champions Trophy squad Bumrah honge kya? Abhi, well, we can only pray. We can only pray that this happens. And when will it be announced? Somewhere around the evening time, 6:30 onwards until 9:30 p.m. Anywhere in that slot, they might potentially host. They might call the Champions Trophy squad or the other squads that is there. GGK, no, I don't. I can't answer that because of one simple reason: is he droppable? Simple. When will squad ODI be announced? Sir, tidbit. Everything will be announced in that 6:30 to 9:30 period. Everything will be announced at this stage. Hopefully, it's not 10:30 or 11:30 because the BCCI is not known to be friendly towards the media and they exasperate this by doing all these kind of things. So, Reddy or Shivam Dubey, who will be in Yugam? Well, I had predicted Reddy to be in instead of Shivam Dubey because after his performances in the Bangladesh series as well as this, it's very difficult to ignore Nitish Reddy. Shivam Dubey, yes, injuries happened at the worst time for him. So let's see how that pans out. So India's three squads will be announced. India versus England T20I, India versus England ODI, Champions Trophy. But Champions Trophy, again, with a disclaimer before I sign out, could happen tomorrow, could happen on 18th, 19th. Abhi, that's what I'm saying. CT squad could happen today, could happen tomorrow, or 18th, 19th. Somewhere in that period. So let's hope it all happens today, 6:30 p.m. onwards. By evening time, we should know the squads for the series. Bishnoi or Varun Chakravarti, I think it will be Varun Chakravarti because of his good form recently. So thank you so much, folks, for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.